Good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is by wherever you are. Hi, Wahoo, Adam, Vicky, John. Yeah, Wahoo, definitely take care of yourself. I don't know. Okay, Vicky told me I shouldn't get up at 5:30 anymore, and this was my reply to her. And her reply to me. So you guys know what kind of day I've been having. All right. This is what I was going to stream yesterday before my stream got rudely interrupted by me having to ride with Dave to do a whatchamacallit. He does prescription deliveries. Hi, Manny. Welcome. Anyway, and yeah, so I had to cancel, which really ticked me off. So here we are today. Well, John, if I used puppy pads for Crystal, think of the difference in size. Bray's what, maybe 20 some pounds, and Crystal's around 70. I'd need gigantic size puppy pads. Now, my Chihuahua and my Min Pin were trained to go inside or outside. All right. Our first, Jill helped me pick out the videos that I was going to show yesterday. I think she might still be sleeping because I haven't seen her in Debbie's chat this morning either, nor has she answered private messages. So we'll just get going. Now, the first one, if I understood Jill right, John, she had put this up on your channel, on your Discord, and you had never seen the Mr. Pancake. So here we go. I'm not going to give an introduction to this one because it'll explain itself. And all I got to say is, everybody, you're going to laugh. Yeah, okay. As always,
for your safety, is there a gerbil inside you?
In the early morning hours of July 9th, 2024, officers from the Columbus Division of Police in Hilliard, Ohio are called to action when alarms trigger in several local businesses, reporting break-ins. As they race to the scene searching for the suspect, officers are oblivious to the strange chain of events about to unfold, culminating in an unexpected animal rescue mission.
Oh God, they're gonna request this body camera video.
At the crack of dawn on a July morning, a man out walking his dog calls 911 after hearing alarms and witnessing a break-in at a nearby construction company in Hilliard, Ohio.
There's someone in the back. They're breaking in something.
How many people are out there?
I don't see anything, but I hear them plain as daylight.
Even though the caller can hear the destruction echoing across the street, he offers no clue as to who might be doing this or how many people may be involved.
I just hear a whole bunch of banging, like boom, boom.
All right, we'll get someone out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Just as emergency dispatch notifies the officers, another call comes in minutes later.
Oh, I also need to give a disclaimer that while it isn't severe animal abuse, there is some in here. So if you're sensitive to that, you might want to skip over that part. Hi, Billy Buzz. Welcome to the party.
The This time, the caller is the general manager of Roosters.
I was like on the cameras and I got a description of the person. It looks like a late teens to mid 20s Hispanic male. He has I can't tell if it's camo, but it's a print sweatsuit on, and he has a book bag on too. And it looks like he was on foot.
As officers reach Roosters, emergency dispatch relays crucial information to help them secure the building.
Columbus Police, anybody in here make something known? I think she said she only found one. It almost looks like blood, but I don't see blood anywhere else. I've been looking on the floor, and it doesn't make sense that he would have blood on a rock before he threw it through the window. Yeah.
Even though officers are unsure about the substance, it seems that the suspect may have used the rock to break into the restaurant.
Yeah, that makes sense that it'd be dried, but it looks like blood. Yeah, see, it is fresh.
With a probability of blood at the crime scene, officers try to find it, completely unaware of a brewing disturbance developing rapidly at a nearby business.
I'll go see if I can figure out the answer to this.
As the officers regroup at the parking lot, one of them shares vital information of a potential suspect from a sighting he had earlier.
I saw him over by he literally looks like those pajamas, like Peter pajamas. Yeah.
It might look like that in the camera.
Well, the one I saw was a little dark. There's also dark. Yeah. There's also dark. So.
Now, yes, I see a person with the screen name, the original Mr. Pancake. So I'm thinking he used the name Mr. Pancake before this video came out.
Oh no, the one I saw was definitely that black.
The officer's description of the suspect matches the one that Roosters' manager had shared earlier. As officers chalk out their next plan of action, and that escalates this situation into the realm of the bizarre.
Where?
At Petland, placed closer to Roosters in the same shopping center, an officer reports seeing dogs in the parking lot. As officers race over to the store, they encounter a bewildering scene of chaos.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood there. Well, it's clear. I definitely can't put them in the
Is there anybody else back? The address is 5253 Hilliard Run Road, Nicholas. Report out in the parking lot.
As dozens of animals and birds wander around, overwhelmed by the
John, thanks for putting up the link for this. Could you throw up Ace's Dumb Criminals link? Because he'll be streaming today at 3:30 Eastern time, right after me. It's poor babies. No sound. Okay, guys, it's going to come where the video has stopped because I'm reloading it and hoping that's going to take care of the no sound and skipping problem. I'm going to wait until it gets through to where I played. Okay, I'm going to start it again. Vicky, please let me know if it's still being yuck. Oh.
Sure, that's two of them. Yeah, there's two of them that are busted. How do they even get back here though? Because there's no.
I don't think you went back.
Busted up and they come out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't even see any keys.
Yeah. Maybe it's like.
The animals inside appear safe and unharmed, but it will soon become clear that not all of the animals are accounted for. Finding them will result in one of the evening's most shocking moments, but in the meantime, police will have to catch over a dozen biting birds without losing their nerve.
All right, we're gonna start trying to catch all these exotic birds.
I've never catch a bird.
Yeah, I'm not a bird guy. I have no idea what to do.
Hey, Jill! Welcome to the party! This is our, these are the ones we picked yesterday, Jill.
You got blood all over you, buddy. Come on. I don't know if you're gonna bite or what. Never bird. Exactly. Exactly. Stop touching birds.
Yeah, I'm hitting in my head.
Here, you.
Go in there, fly away.
You can see it bit me hard. Sure did.
As officers turn their attention back to the chain of events that led to this inexplicable situation full of wandering animals, they find an answer to an earlier mystery.
All right, so question is so he came out, because he's leaking pretty good in there. Did he hit up there? Well, he had to have hit up Roosters, because that's how the rock got bloody. I don't see blood anywhere else. And it doesn't make sense that he would have blood on a rock before he threw it through the window.
Yeah.
And we never got an alarm from here,
Hello,
right?
Christy. Welcome to the party. Ah, hang on, guys. Crystal's pushing me. Trying to push me out of my chair.
Right.
So he hit this place first, then hit Roosters, because that's where the rock came from.
Yeah, but he's bleeding a lot more here.
But he could have wrapped it up.
Maybe. Got a net by chance?
I know, that's the thing. It's like,
As officers look for evidence to nab their suspect, they return to Roosters, and with the help of the general manager, they review the footage from the restaurant's CCTV cameras to confirm if the individual they saw earlier is the same person in the security footage.
That's not the guy.
I don't think it's the same guy, so it looks like another guy in cheetah print.
What the hell?
Actually, that's him, because I recognize that thing tied around his neck. It's pink. You saw him pink shirt. Yep.
It's the guy. Do you have any names?
Yep, we know him.
Officers finally have the breakthrough they'd been looking for. Having identified the one person responsible for the incomprehensible bedlam this morning, they relay the information to dispatch, who further confirms their doubts.
154, that's our known suspect from a run earlier. The Matthew Pancake.
Authorities are quite familiar with Matthew Pancake. Only a year earlier, on June 1st, 2023, Matthew was sentenced to 36 months of community control for breaking and entering. Even after being charged with possession of substance, failing to report for community control, and testing positive for substances, He was reinstated to community control on March 7, 2024, only 4 months before this incident. While officers inch closer to finding Matthew Pancake, they follow his line of vision toward Famous Footwear, a business located approximately half a mile south of Petland.
Do what? We're good if you want to keep going south.
I hit that corner. I was like, why are there all these shoes and stuff on the corner of Aldi? He broke into the fence.
No, there's blood there too.
Yeah, I think this was after the fact, though.
Well,
Hi, Ace. Thanks for stopping in. No problem. I mean, even if you want to do Mark's chat and come back and do the replay on here, cool.
So you asked me at South.
yeah.
Wrong place.
Anybody in there make yourself known?
The familiar glass and ransacked merchandise is proof to Matthew's whereabouts nearby.
Well, he's not in here. I literally, I'm gonna go down here and check behind the strip mall, and I saw a big thing of shoes down. What the hell is going on? And I drove down. I'm like, oh yeah, he broke in the fence door.
Is there anything I see down there by the car?
Yeah, he threw some stuff in there, and then there's past Aldi. There's a bunch of.
There is still some.
No, John, this creep, his name is actually, his last name is actually Pancake.
Yeah, there's stuff past Aldi.
Okay.
So he walked and everything.
As officers continue searching southbound, a witness finally shares information they've been desperately waiting for.
He definitely is moving southbound, so he's.
Apparently, he has animals stuffed in his.
Oh, well, I'd say there was 2 dogs, bunny, chinchilla, a bunch of birds.
I talked to over here at the gas station. It's like, yeah, he had gerbils all day.
This is good.
What the suspect wants with gerbils stuffed inside his pants is anyone's guess. But officers are about to find out soon with a new break in the case.
And where are you, ma'am?
I'm in the parking lot of Big Lots. Have you heard about the guy who broke into Petland?
Yes.
I'm looking right at him. He's asleep.
You guys are killing me with the pancake and syrup jokes.
On a bench.
The Big Lots is located approximately 3/4 of a mile north of Petland. This frustrating revelation means that the officers were barking up the wrong tree, following Matthew's trail in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it looks like he also tried to break into the smokehouse, bait shop. The glass is shattered and there's a rock on the ground.
At long last, authorities have located their perpetrator, but they have to act fast before he awakes and commits more acts of destruction.
Oh, he's moving. Oh, wait, no.
All right, let me know when he leaves if he gets up.
No, it looks like he's just scratching his face. He's still laying there.
They think the suspect is sleeping on the bench. He's in a leopard print onesie.
South of Roberts. Wait. Yeah, Roberts is down there, right? I don't know this.
This is what cracks me up most of this video. A, the cops not knowing where the hell they're going, and B, him being in a leopard onesie. I can't imagine. Back in my younger days, no matter how drunk or high I was, I would not go out in a onesie of any kind. But this is hilarious with the cops. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Wait. There's Nike Drive. No, it's north. Turn around.
After a fruitless wild goose chase leading south, officers who are unfamiliar with the area frantically search for the Big Lots.
Big Lots.
That's Renner. This is Roberts. Go.
Road.
Cut it. Go. Go.
Don't me. Where are we at?
Look, I made a game time call. What is this road? I don't know what this road is. Big Lots was there. Big Lots is there. Cut right.
Yes.
I mean, we're at Big Lots, right? Yeah.
Come back around again.
Oh, where? God damn it, Ian. Come back around.
Come back around where?
I don't know.
Oh, these are here. Oh, we passed it.
Okay. I'll glove off.
Jill, they'll let John know you got that one day. He'll want to try and snitch it from you. And a spotted elephant, Jim? Okay.
Moments later, backup arrives, and a frenzied struggle ensues as officers pounce on Matthew and attempt to put an end to this night of
I got second hands. We're getting close. Yeah, I got called on.
Mr. Pancake, you're under arrest.
Don't move.
Okay, anyone and everyone, this is a trigger warning because of the small mammals that are going to be involved for the next about 3 minutes, I think it is. So if you think it's going to bother you, I totally understand you cutting away from the stream, and hopefully you'll come back after it.
Get on your belly! Get on your belly!
Get on your belly!
Roll over! Get on your belly, Mr. Pancake!
Get on your belly!
In the name of the law, Pancake, get on your belly! What's going on? I don't want to you shitting me. Give up your other hand.
I got it.
No spoilers! But you're right. Don't tase him. Dang it.
A lot of blood.
After subduing him, officers notice copious amounts of blood leaking from Matthew's wounded hand. But this is far from the most compelling piece of evidence.
Good job.
We find him eventually.
Where are the gerbils?
Where are the gerbils?
All right. In case nobody mentioned it already, you're under arrest. I think we did like 7 times. Go ahead, roll on my side.
Who's on under this? Where's the pink slash one?
He said he was taking him for arson yesterday.
Oh, he's seen this.
Yeah, what am I even arrested for? Just walking around.
Okay.
Grab your hand.
As Matthew offers weak excuses for the cuts, officers are closer to confirming what the witness had reported.
Right.
5439 Roberts Road, copy. And is it okay for the medics to go in? I told him it was.
Yep, we got him got down. The gerbil bandit.
Huh?
Said glass.
Okay.
There's a dog collar.
The hell am I under arrest for? Seriously.
B&E.
Theft.
Criminal damaging.
Oh, God, there is
Using animals. Oh, there are gerbils in there. Animals
No,
abuse
it's not you. It is skipping. I've gotten one thing reconnection. Let's watch this one out and we'll start the next one and see how it goes. I mean, the wind's starting to kind of die down here, and now instead of the snow just falling from the sky and being blown around off of trees and what have you, it seems that snow is just blowing. And boy, looking out the window, horrible. I wish I had my sunglasses inside. Okay, back to this numbnuts.
What the heck? I got a gerbil. What the heck? There's
Multiple gerbils.
in his pants.
Multiple gerbils recovered.
Astonishingly, 2 live gerbils are recovered from Matthew's pants, and against all odds, they appear to be unharmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just finding our suspect has multiple gerbils in his hand.
Okay.
Somebody get my shoes. Do you have any more pets? Do you have any more gerbils on you?
Please not.
Grab my shoes.
For your safety, is there a gerbil inside you?
Grab my shears and cut further up that pant leg.
Without a doubt, hunting for gerbils inside Matthew is the last thing any of these officers want to do.
And probably this one because there's in there too.
I don't do rats. Mike's, I don't do
It's not a rat, it's a gerbil.
It's a gerbil. How many gerbils guys you want,
breaking and entering.
We told you multiple times. You have blood all over you, and you have merchandise
And glass. And gerbils.
and gerbils that you stole and abused.
Cody, you know what you got to do.
I got you. Gerbil over your board.
The situation immediately moves from shocking to hilarious as officers struggle to secure the gerbils.
Want a bag for them? I don't know. That seems mean. You've been traumatized enough.
That's a bag. I mean, the shit. Oh, these are some boots. Yeah.
Do you want me to hang on to these as evidence or photograph them and return them to the store? Let's check. Make sure when we stand him up, we check him real carefully for more gerbils in his pants.
Yeah.
Lots of glass falling out.
LT, we got the I'm sorry, LTs. We got the gerbils.
Yeah.
We
We're in his pants. Oh, this is the greatest run ever.
Matthew offers no explanation for his actions and is taken into custody.
What are you going to do with them?
It's gonna, I don't know, we're going to take a picture of him and take him back to the pet store?
Oh, yeah. Taking pictures
There's only two?
Just put together as well.
That's all we've done so far.
They said he had two in his...
Oh, it was in his.
He had all that litter and stuff shoved in.
They were living in his leg.
They were.
He's damn lucky those gerbils didn't bite the fucking hell out of his pants. And John, yes, you're going to hell for that gerbil man. Attempt of a song. Gong. I don't know where my whistle is. I had to move stuff off of my desk, and as you can see, it's behind me over here because Crystal decided that she wanted to climb on Mommy's desk while we were gone one day, and she chewed up some important stuff. I mean, they were just notes, but still, she chewed them up. And so to keep everything safe, I've rearranged my office, which is kind of nice because it gives me lots of room to put my laptop up on here now, and I can have two screens.
Desperately trying to escape his pant leg. They were not living there by any means.
Amid a surreal situation involving property destruction, bleeding wounds, and stolen gerbils, officers pause a moment to document this unforgettable night.
No, we can't.
I'm not like, we're not going to put him in a bag and take him.
If they're not going to be able to sell them, maybe we can keep them as 8-sub mascots.
Oh, now that would be cool.
Yeah. If you got your gloves off, do you mind folding those up for me? Oh, you got blood on you? He's going to have to keep those with us and go back over it.
I'll take the gerbil.
I'm anxious.
Put them in your pants.
Are we going to take him back to PetSmart?
I think so.
Transport him to PetSmart?
Yeah. Oh, okay. They're really trying to get away. Does somebody have a paper bag?
And they chew their way out of it?
Yeah, they'll chew their way out of it. John, you put up the link for the channel this video came from. Can you tell us what year this video originally came out, please?
They're going to get in a crash because the gerbils are going to break free, and they're going to jump in the well.
I see it now. What was the contributing factor? The escaped gerbil.
4-minute ride back. They're gerbils.
I see it.
Kiss it.
We're going to eat through that bag in no
All right,
time.
you're holding that.
We're going to run these back.
No, I got those in gray. From,
But I am
From Jeff's
concerned about
guy.
these chewing their way out.
those are my good stuff, too.
Yeah. Ooh. I can feel them.
Good job, gentlemen.
What?
They come up with a cooperation name for this. I went on my resume that I led Operation Gerbil Bandit.
Operation Gerbil.
Oh, God, they're going to request this body camera video.
Do you have the gerbil?
Yes, I got the gerbils.
Sir, ma'am?
83.
We're going to have a couple of gerbil 5-1s back at that land.
I copy. Are they okay, sir, though?
I think just emotion trauma.
You cannot make this up.
No.
And we were both looking that way.
Yeah.
But we drove right past him.
Because we were looking at the people flashing their lights.
Yeah. I was like, where the is the And we got it.
Miraculously, all of the gerbils survived and were returned safely to Petland. Matthew Pancake, the stylized gerbil bandit, was charged with 3 counts of breaking and entering. He initially pleaded not guilty. On September 17, 2004, Matthew entered a plea.
Never mind, John. Never mind, John. You don't have to look it up. Now we got the date. It was September of 2024 that this happened.
Deal and pleaded guilty to all 3 counts. He was sentenced to 12 months in the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation.
I'm sorry, but maybe I'm wrong, but I think he also should have gotten an animal cruelty charge. Because what he did to those poor gerbils and those other pets, especially the birds, those birds could have, got real sick even if it wasn't that cold out. So, yeah, he should have gotten animal cruelty. All right. Our next one is coming from a YouTube lawyer type show. It's not real court, but it pretends to be real court. Okay, not even like Judge Judy or that. This really is just all fakey. Okay. But this case is just as funny as the one we watched. Man sues for discrimination, identifies as a horse. And this comes from a channel called Judge Porter. Link I'm putting in right now is the link to this video, which will take you to Judge Porter's. And he's got Judge Fleischer or Judge Millington or any of the judges we watch on a regular basis on other programs. And I have watched that. So yes, I get it. I think I've watched most of the Monty Python movies and their show. Oh, I know what the coconuts are for. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not awake yet.
It's a costume.
Skip in here because I got another reconnection thingy pop up. Yeah, Jill, like I said, I just totally forgot about King Arthur's horse. And John, isn't it Monty Python and the Holy Grail, not the Holy Grain? Okay, Christy says no sound. Is the sound off for no sound on the video? Okay, guys, I'm going to refresh the video page. Let's stop sharing it. All right, here we go. We're starting it. I think about where it's lost its sound. Let me know if the sound came back, guys. Please. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. Got sound on the video again. Koala Beans. I love that that they made his last name Stallion too. He's probably a gelding. He probably got neutered, or he should be. I'll make a confession here. When, you know, I've been really down and stuff the last couple weeks or so. Well, I've probably watched this particular video at least 12.5 times, because every time I do, the guy that plays Judge Porter, his reactions, his facial features, and everything just crack me up to no end. So I hope if anybody's having a yuck day, that you can come back and either watch it here or use the link for this video that I put in to give yourself a laugh. Unless it's not making you laugh now.
Do a follow-up. Are you
I
trying
want to know how this dude, no, you can't have my microphone, Crystal, how this dude manages to eat, and he must walk everywhere because he certainly couldn't drive with that mask on and the hooves on his hands. Or does he just eat all liquid stuff? Because with the horse's mouth being open on the mask, I think that's where he sees out of and stuff.
DNA.
And not only is the DNA, being a vet assistant, I had to study first where everything was in the human body. And then we went into where it came out as mammals' bodies and stuff. And while, except for cows that have 4 stomachs, everything is the same, but it is placed much, much differently in the body. Not saying upside down or anything like that, just where it would be placed, because everything's horizontal as opposed to us vertically. Yeah, I couldn't have been in that courtroom, even as an actor, actress. Well, yeah, John, you can couple horse, because there's things that you can put on their leg so that they stay in one place if you're, you know, like in an open field or whatever, and you want the horse to not wander off. There's also a thing to hook to the bridle, but since he wasn't wearing a bridle, they could have cuffed him. I'm glad you guys liked it. All right, I got one more video lined up. We're having pretty good luck today. So I'm going to start this video, and then I'm going to look for something else to play. Okay, tripping man in chicken costume gets tased. It comes from Bodycam Ninja.
On November 19th, 2023, police were dispatched to a neighborhood in response, causing a disturbance.
Step it up. He's banging on Pat.
Imagine.
sheriff's office. Stop.
Because it looked like it was messing up. I don't know whether he's a regular or extra crispy John. Here's the link for Bodycam Ninja for this video.
Yes.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know you're not? Am I not my own head? Are you?
Stop.
Am I alive? Am I fucking dead?
Stop. Stop.
Wait, stop.
Stop.
Stop it.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Okay, Mark. Wait, stop.
Get on the ground. All the way down. All the way down.
Hey, look.
We're real. We're real.
Stop.
Stay on the ground.
Let me out. Stop.
Stop. Stop. Turn around. Get on the ground. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Look, we're trying to help you, okay? All right, look, he's going to tase you again. Just comply. We'll get some help, okay? All right? Okay?
But who's us?
How do I know that?
Stop.
Maybe he's
You're gonna
a baked.
Getting tased if you don't stop. We're real, okay? Okay, stop. Now let him do what he needs to do.
You're not a chicken.
I'm not a chicken.
Take a tracking behind.
You can put it in front.
Okay.
Check him out anyway.
All right, he's soaking wet from sweat, y'all, just let you know.
Is that sweat?
Okay, here.
How do I know if you exist?
We exist. We're real, and you're not a chicken, okay?
Stand up. Come on.
Why are you doing this? What did I do, Ron? I tried to be good.
We're trying to help you out.
I tried to be good.
Jason, these are the ambulance. We're trying to help you.
Okay, guys. Once again, I'm going to stop sharing and refresh and hope that that takes care of our problem with this. It might go back a little bit. Just something we've already seen. I'm trying my best to get it for you.
Stop. Stop. Turn around. Get on the ground. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Look, we're trying to help you, okay? All right, look, he's going to tase you again if you don't comply. Just comply, we'll get some help, okay? All right? Okay?
But who's in control?
Us.
How do I know that?
You think that Taser is frying his pin feathers a little bit?
Stop.
He's a hybrid. He's got human hands, feet, and head. Excuse me, and a chicken's body. Oh, is this like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And I see this is kind of still skipping again.
You're gonna keep getting tased if you don't stop. We're real, okay?
Okay, you're real.
Okay, stop. Now let him do what he needs to do.
I don't know if I'm a chicken.
You're not a chicken.
I'm not a chicken.
Take a tracking behind.
You can put it in front.
Okay.
Check him out anyway.
All right, he's soaking wet from sweat, y'all, just let you know.
Is that sweat?
Okay, here.
How do I know if you exist?
We exist. We're real, and you're not a chicken, okay?
Stand up. Come on.
Why are you doing this? What did I do, Ron? I tried to.
We're trying to help you out.
I tried to good.
Jason, these are the ambulance. We're trying to help you.
Okay, no, stop. All right, come on, stop. You're trying to argue against my reality.
Well, look, your reality is a little off the wall.
No, but how do you know that?
Because we're in the real
You
world.
know, I'm in the real world too.
Okay, now let me ask you a question, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Have you did any drugs today?
I did do drugs.
What'd you do?
I did mushrooms, but we had this conversation before, sir.
No, sir. This is the first
Yeah,
time.
no, we talked.
This is the first time.
Am I in my hammock right now?
Hey, they tell me they're going to check you, okay?
But wait,
Can
stop.
they check you? Okay, they're just going to check you.
This ain't let's sit on the tailgate.
But stop, I don't know. Like, can you please stop? Wait, stop.
Okay.
Can you please talk to me?
Yeah,
like I'm a person.
We are.
No, you're not talking to me like I'm like somebody.
Look, Mr. Finch.
I see you looking at me.
Look, we're trying to get you some help, okay?
You're trying to help me, but am I trying to help you?
Look, we're just trying
Like,
to
how
help
do
you.
I argue against you?
We're not arguing with you.
You are arguing with me.
We're trying
Am
to
I
get
a
you help.
person arguing with you, or are you arguing with me right now?
Okay, Mr.
What is the nature of my own reality? I've been phased. I don't know.
Okay, the reality
Is that real? Okay, you're trying
Insert my own.
to help me.
Yep.
Stop. Wait, stop. Okay, stop.
we're
Like,
gonna
I gotta be. If you're helping me, why can't I be in my own thoughts?
Let me borrow your arm, Jason.
What are you gonna do with my arm, sir?
Blood pressure. That's all I want.
You just want my blood pressure?
Sit tight.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Go for it.
Okay.
Mark,
If I'm okay.
I'm going to tell him taser.
Well, no, please don't tase me. Please don't.
we're not.
He's
We're not.
He's
Please
not
don't.
gonna take. They're not gonna
How
take.
do I know you're real though?
Listen.
But you tased me before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you did it twice.
But you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because you're
I'm being
being-
compliant right now.
Yeah, I know, but if you're saying, let me
But
tell
you just keep on saying I'm in compliant with you. But then how do I?
I see this is skipping pretty bad. Yeah, Wahoo, that is clippable, but I have no idea how to clip. Anyway, I see it skipping. Do you guys want me to? I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, providing we don't get a call out, at the same time as today, and hopefully going a little longer. Do you want me to let this video play out, or do you guys want to come back at it tomorrow? It doesn't matter to me either way. I mean, I had the block of time until like 2:15 or 3:15 if you're Eastern time zones. So, excuse me. Do you want to watch this choppy video today or watch it tomorrow?
No, you exist.
Let me borrow your arm one moment.
You can't bounce to me, sir.
Well, let me
Why are
take
you
your
trying to
blood
argue
pressure.
against me?
No, because you're trying to get away.
But no, but I don't know if I'm trying to get away, sir.
Okay, we're telling you, you're trying to look. Right now,
You're telling me, but am I
Okay.
telling myself? Do I exist right now, or am I like? Is this gonna be in?
We're just getting.
Oh, he's on
Let me
a
take your
good
blood
No,
pressure.
wait, please.
No.
Is somebody out there? This can't be happening.
Quit
You
pulling
can't
away.
exist. Right? Am I like? Am
one
I
I've never-
existing?
Yes.
What's? Well, okay.
This one I've never seen
This is
before.
real.
Yes.
Like I feel you, sir.
Okay, good, because I'm holding you.
I don't know. Are you filming me?
Yes.
Am I in my hammock right now?
No, sir, you're not in your hand.
Oh, okay, then how do you know?
Because you're standing up.
Well, how do I know that I'm standing up?
Because
I can't exist like this.
look down, you are. Okay.
Oh, this guy, I think, took way too many shrooms. Or he's got it mixed with something else on board, because he really does not understand what the reality of the place he's at right now. At least he doesn't have the damn hood on that's flapping behind him with the chicken heads shit.
Are you real?
You may get him?
If you want.
Am I the nature of my... Like, no, don't touch me!
Hold on.
Don't touch
Hold
me!
on.
I just want to go home. You're burning my hands. You're hurting my hands.
I don't know where.
I feel
do not know where the
pain.
cable
I
is.
feel fucking pain right now. Stop holding my hands.
Sit tight.
Please,
We are
stop.
getting those.
No, you're fish hooking me.
No, we're getting them
No,
off of you.
no, you're hurting me right now.
We got them off of you. Okay?
No, you're hurting me.
All right, come on.
Wait, stop. Will somebody tell me if this is gonna end?
It will.
Is this real?
It will.
Okay, stop.
Okay, look. We're gonna get you.
But you're gonna argue against what's this?
Simple. There's AC in there for you. We're gonna get you in here, okay?
But the thing is, if I exist in my own head, sir,
Okay.
are you
Look,
holding me or am I
listen,
holding you?
Listen, we don't want to have a tase
I
again.
don't want.
Right now,
Please,
I'm trying
I
to
don't
get
want to be
you.
tased.
Sit down.
Well, people out there. Wait! Stop!
Jason, sit down.
Stop! Please help me, you people!
Jason, sit down.
Stop! I want to go home! I want to go home!
Sit down.
I want to go home! I live up the road, please!
Watch his feet.
I see
Stop!
it.
Stop!
You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt.
You're hurting me!
You are going to.
Wait, stop. What's the nature? Are you real? I'm being calm, sir.
I'll chase you again. All right.
I'm calm.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Why is there a dog in here? I'm afraid of dogs.
Should have let the canine have a little fun and chase the chicken down the road. Yum yum.
Guess what? When you were trying to block him off and he started chasing your car, I'm like,
But y'all missed the car. He beat the shit out of
Yeah, I saw that one
I
too.
wish they had
See it?
security
Yeah.
at the hospital, but he probably needs to get checked.
There's a dog! Help me!
So you tried to break up with him today?
No, we broke up, but like we're still processing things.
Am I a chicken? Or am I a man? I don't know.
You might, I say 45 minutes to an hour, you might want to let him sit a while because the mushrooms, it could be a few hours. Calms down, and I don't,
Am I in a van or am I in my head?
Yes, Vicky, I believe that's supposed to be his waddle. Chicken jerky chill. At least he's not a duck and walking in a waddle too.
Why you just sit it? You just said I'm not in a fucking van. I tricked you. I fucking knew it. I'm in my head. I'm not in a fucking van. You don't exist. So therefore, we go back. What's the nature of my reality? Well, why are you trying to stick a dog on me, sir?
The dog's over there. We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you out. You said you've been wanting to get out of here. I'm trying to break you out, so we're gonna get you out. Okay?
Okay, can I please talk to you?
Okay. This is Sergeant Duncan. Okay? You said you want to talk to somebody else. So we got somebody here for you to talk to.
Okay.
All right.
Can you go away for a moment? I don't. Look, stop. Go away.
Okay. Here.
No, okay. I'm not trying to be rude to
We'll
you.
get you in there. So you said you want to talk to somebody else. Okay?
I do want to talk to somebody.
Okay. We're gonna let you talk to somebody else.
I just want to know the nature of my own reality.
Vicky, that was our weather yesterday and overnight. Now the sun's out, but the temperature is dropping.
Where am I being arrested for, sir?
As far as I know, 2 counts of minor obstruction and disorderly conduct. Oh, you got a tack in your dick going foot. Hop over to that chair right there. Right there. Go sit right there. There you go. Sit right there.
It's okay.
He's gonna pull that tack out or whatever that is, or is that a barb from the taser?
Yeah, it is a barb.
Oh, you got the little yellow barb snatcher thing?
I'm going to get these off. Hey, go in there to the back. Okay. All right. You don't have nothing else on you, do you?
No, sir.
All right, I'm going to get you sitting down on this bench for me. There's a bench behind you. I'm going to get you sit down on that, okay?
It'll be all right. You just got to be in here for a few hours. Then you can get booked in and get bonded out. You can go back home. And hopefully not ingest whatever it is you have ingested today that made you walk up and down the street in a chicken onesie beating on ambulances and police cars.
Jason was charged with disorderly conduct and 2 counts of resisting arrest. As a first-time offender, he was not seriously punished for this incident. He was sentenced to probation and mandatory drug tests for 12 months. Drop a comment below and subscribe to the channel for more videos.
Okay, those were the one. Wahoo, should you really try clearing another sidewalk with the way you're feeling? Please, don't overdo it. I agree with Vicky. All right. I got another video lined up if you guys are ready and want more. It's horrific here too, Wahoo. It's, hang on, I'm trying to get my weather up. It's 26 and feels like 10. We have 27 mile an hour, or we have 26 mile an hour winds. Yes, everyone stays safe. Well, Wahoo, just because you have pain medication and don't need to go anywhere. If you don't need to go anywhere, then why go out and bug your back by cleaning the sidewalk? Why don't you rest today and go back at it tomorrow? All right. So the next one is completely off subject. We're done with human animals for today. 40 dumbest things people did claiming rights. Now, I haven't watched all this, so I'm not sure exactly everything that's in it.
Logic and court orders. Prepare to witness the most spectacular, hilarious, and legally doomed failures of common sense in American history. 1. In the quiet suburbs of Pennsylvania, one homeowner decided that a standard ADT security sign wasn't enough to deter the government. He rented and dug a literal filled moat around his house to defend against federal overreach. When the Homeowners Association pointed out that he had created a massive stagnant breeding ground for mosquitoes, he didn't apologize. Instead, he argued that the swarm was actually biological warfare preparedness, designed to keep agents at bay, while he stood on his...
You mean 31 inches of snow over the whole winter, or just this last storm, Wahoo?
Porch like a feudal lord, surveying his swampy kingdom. His neighbors were less impressed by his patriotism, and more concerned with the fact that they now needed industrial-strength bug spray just to check the mail. 2. A Virginia man decided that the high cost of movie theater snacks wasn't just capitalism at work, it was a human rights violation. He marched up to the ticket booth demanding the right to bring his own kitchen microwave inside, loudly insisting that concession stands are a form of culinary oppression. When the theater manager refused to let him set up a heavy appliance next to the popcorn machine, he didn't just go home. He sat on the sidewalk outside with a frozen pepperoni pizza and a magnifying glass, trying to cook his lunch using only the sun. He spent hours muttering, "We all melt under tyranny," proving that freedom tastes a lot like lukewarm, undercooked dough. 3. Over in Nebraska, a woman decided that if Washington, D.C. was broken, she would fix it from her living room. She remodeled her entire house into a low-budget replica of the White House, complete with a plastic Oval Office and a collection of wax presidents that looked like they had melted in the sun. She started charging tourists $10 for a tour, telling everyone, "If they won't listen in D.C., I'll run things from here." She even offered the local mayor a position as the Secretary of Snacks, which is honestly a better title than most politicians have. He politely declined, presumably because the job benefits didn't include dental or mental health coverage. 4. While most people spend Saturday morning sleeping in, a family in Missouri preferred to wake up the entire neighborhood.
Hi, Beverly. Thanks for joining us. All right, Jill, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Be safe. Stay warm.
With mandatory independence drills at 7 o'clock sharp. These chaotic exercises involved blindfolded hot dog eating contests, shirtless, and what they called tickle grilling simulation. The local homeowners association tried to shut it down, citing noise violations and general insanity, but they failed miserably. Apparently, there is no specific bylaw preventing you from aggressively grilling sausages in the name of liberty. The family continues their weekly ritual, proving that nothing defends freedom quite like shouting at raw meat before breakfast. 5. Working construction under the Arizona sun is brutal, but one worker decided that UV protection was actually a tool of government control. He staged a protest against workplace sunscreen mandates, claiming, "If my skin wants to rebel against the sun, that's its constitutional right." Nature, however, does not care about your civil liberties.
Beverly, I have to so agree with you on that. I don't think an American flag should be made into any type of clothing. Yeah, why would you have to be blindfolded for a hot dog eating contest? That makes no sense to me either.
He spent the next 2 weeks peeling like a lizard and looking like a boiled lobster, eventually declaring the sun itself to be an oppressive monarch.
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of confidence to try and sue a star for assault. But in America, you are certainly welcome to try while applying gallons of aloe vera. 6. A group of hikers in Utah took the concept of free range a little too literally when they refused to follow park ranger safety guidelines. Their argument was that true freedom includes the liberty to fall off a cliff if one so chooses. Their leader, wearing a helmet fashioned entirely out of tinfoil and patriotism, immediately proved his point by slipping and breaking his arm on a jagged rock.
Ouch.
You would think that would be a wake-up call, but no. He returned the very next week, cast and all, but this time wearing a cape. Because if you're going to defy the laws of physics and common sense, you might as well dress while doing it.
I guess he figures he was a caped crusader of Weirdo Land.
7. A homeowner in Nevada declared her backyard an independent freedom zone, which sounds impressive until you realize she was using it to block utility work in a massive gas leak.
Yeah, this is all AI.
State inspectors arrived to prevent the entire block from detonating. She refused to let them in, screaming that they were agents of tyranny. She stood her ground, firmly believing her property rights trumped the neighborhood's right to not explode. Meanwhile, her next-door neighbor was less concerned with politics and more concerned with the fact that the fumes had literally singed his eyebrows off.
Yeah, I have to be careful now, Beverly, with being on the blood pressure medication, which is going to really be yuck when I have to go, when I'm outside this summer taking care of the lawn.
It's all fun and games until the freedom zone turns into a crater. 8. Another couple in Nevada decided that traditional furniture was for sheep, claiming that gravity is just a suggestion they weren't interested in taking. They refused to buy beds or chairs, opting instead to sleep in suspended hammocks tied to standard ceiling beams not designed for load-bearing gymnastics. Inevitably, the drywall gave up, and the couple came crashing down in the middle of the night. Instead of admitting that physics had won, they blamed the building codes for restricting their aerial sovereignty. It turns
Yeah, okay. Talk about a crash landing.
Out that while you have the right to hang from the ceiling also has the right to drop you on your face. 9. In the great state of Florida, because, let's be honest, where else would this happen? A man decided that his mental health stability hinged entirely on the companionship of a 6-foot reptile. He strolled into a local convenience store with a live alligator on a leash, casually informing the terrified clerk that it was his emotional support gator. When asked to please remove the prehistoric killing machine from the snack aisle, he stood his ground, muttering, "It is my right." While he argued about disability accommodations, the gator was busy eyeing the beef jerky rack. Somewhere in the distance, a bald eagle shed a single tear, realizing it had been replaced by a swamp dinosaur as the new symbol of American liberty.
I got to see something amazing yesterday morning, or the day before. One day in this past few. We have bald eagles that perch near our house. And obviously, one was a female, and then a male was I'm guessing a male was following her, and another one came in off from the side. And they started tussling and stuff, right where I could see them. And then Merlin decided he wanted to come in, so I didn't get to see which male won.
10. A chef in Louisiana thought he had discovered the ultimate cheat code for bypassing the IRS. He opened what he called a tax-free diner, where not a single item on the menu had a price tag. Instead, every burger and fry basket was billed as a Patriots donation. He refused to issue receipts and loudly claimed that voluntary contributions were the only valid form of taxation known to man. It was a bold economic strategy that relied heavily on the honor system and the hope that federal agents don't like gumbo. Unfortunately for him, the government tends to view donations for goods and services as income, and his tax-free paradise was quickly audited back to the Stone Age.
Oops.
11. Visiting the doctor usually involves a clipboard full of tedious questions, but a woman in New York refused to participate in the charade. She handed the blank forms back to her physician, explaining with a straight face that checkboxes are bureaucratic sigils that summon control demons. The doctor, who just wanted to know if she was allergic to penicillin, was understandably confused. When he suggested a prescription for antidepressants to help with the anxiety, she countered by pulling out a protest sign she had brought from home that read, "No to Big Pharma, yes to Big Vibes." It turns out that vibes are not a valid form of payment for an MRI. 12. A homeowner in West Virginia took the concept of going off the grid to a paranoid extreme. She sealed off every single window in her house with heavy-duty aluminum foil and dug a crude bunker beneath her floorboards. She swore off electricity entirely, claiming that
Crystal decided to come and say hi, everybody. So, hi to our Crystal. Oh, there's a short of her and in the snow this morning and a separate short of Merlin in the snow this morning that I put up today. Okay.
every power outlet was actually a portal to socialist hell designed to brainwash her family. When the local fire inspector showed up to ask why the house looked like a giant baked potato, she didn't show him a permit. Instead, she tried to exorcise him from her porch with burning sage and loud chanting. Nobody has seen the inspector since, so maybe the sage actually worked. 13. A bar owner in New Hampshire decided that laws were merely suggestions on Thursdays, declaring it no rules night.
Let's all take a moment to send big positive vibes to each other, because just like prayers, it can work to help people feel better. Okay, back to our show.
He invited patrons to come in and be as American as you feel, which is a dangerous instruction to give to people drinking cheap beer. The evening quickly devolved into absolute chaos, ending with a live goat wandering the dance floor and a duel fought entirely with water balloons. The police issued 3 separate citations before midnight. The most American part of the whole ordeal, one patron insisted on tipping the bartender with a handful of live ammunition because he had left his wallet in his truck. 14. A school teacher in Mississippi decided that the curriculum was too restrictive and stopped teaching American history altogether. His reasoning was that he was already living it, so there was no need to repeat the past. Instead of learning about the Civil War, he led his class in Freedom Think circles, where students sat around a flag and invented their own new constitution.
I'll definitely take one of those, Wahoo. Thank you. Are you guys finding this one boring? I can look for something else if you want. It was the first one that popped up on my list.
It was an interesting experiment in democracy until one student drafted a preamble that started with, "We, the pizza-loving people," and attempted to outlaw broccoli. The school board was less than thrilled with this approach to civics, mostly because thinking regarding freedom doesn't show up on standardized tests. 15. In Kansas, a farmer let the power of land ownership go straight to his head. He installed fully functional full-size traffic lights on his private dirt driveway and started policing the local traffic. He began issuing handwritten $5 speeding tickets to his neighbors, who drove their golf carts past his barn a little too quickly. When they refused to pay, he insisted he had full legislative power over his own soil. It is the ultimate homeowners association move, but with more tractors and zero legal authority. He is essentially playing SimCity with real people. Neighbors are just trying to get to the mailbox without being fined.
John, why do you feel personally attacked in this video? Back to the bar one?
16. Service animals are a noble tradition, but a man in Georgia stretched the definition to its breaking point. He tried to officially register his pet raccoon as a service animal for his self-diagnosed condition, post-Trump stress disorder. He argued the animal was essential for his emotional regulation. However, the raccoon apparently didn't get the memo about being a calming presence. It proceeded to bite 2 bystanders, steal a vape pen from a teenager's pocket. When the police arrived, the man didn't apologize for his trash panda's behavior.
I agree, John. Why are they using his property without his permission? Hell, I'd put a toll gate up. It was me. Oh, the pizza lovers? No. Oh, not the bar one. Yeah, I'm sure you would love that.
He simply blamed the government for stressing the animal out. 17. Suburbs are known for their strict rules about fence height.
Ace, it's always nice to get a comment from another creator. I'm glad you like it and you think it's cool.
But a resident in Nevada decided to go big. He erected a 30-foot statue of a bald eagle in his front yard. The structure was so enormous that sunlight for 9 months out of the year, turning their garden into a desolate wasteland. When the neighbors politely asked him to move the giant bird so they could again, he simply replied, "If freedom casts a shadow, then let the flowers adapt." Poetic sentiment, sure, but it's mostly just a fancy way of saying he doesn't care about your vitamin D deficiency.
Now that's a real frickin' asshole.
"18. Winters in Alaska are harsh, but one woman decided to face
They got got a picture of Wahoo's house. Love you, Wahoo.
Faced the cold with nothing but patriotism and a lack of clothing. She built a literal throne of ice in her front yard and sat on it every day, wearing nothing but an American flag bikini and holding a snow shovel like a royal scepter. When passersby asked what on earth she was doing freezing on a pile of frozen water, she stoically replied, "Guarding Liberty's last frontier and my mailbox." You have to admire the commitment to the bit, even if hypothermia seems like a high price to pay for neighborhood security. 19. Areas are generally places of quiet study, and he dragged a blow-up kiddie pool in the reference section, filled it with water from the bathroom sink, and a zone. He's in his swim trunks, explaining to the horrified librarians that knowledge should be soaked in literally. When the staff tried to kick him out for bringing gallons, he accused them of wet book discrimination. It was a literacy, or perhaps just a very, very complicated way to power at home.
How about instead of literacy for lunacy is more like it?
20. In the deep woods of Arkansas, a homeowner decided that interior doors were a symbol of oppression he could no longer tolerate. He removed every single door in his house and replaced them with hanging American flags, loudly proclaiming that he was done being closed off from opportunity. It was a powerful statement about openness and liberty, right up until the local wildlife realized his house was now a buffet. A family of raccoons walked right through the fabric barriers and stole his turkey sandwich off the counter. Instead of admitting his design flaw, he blamed Canada for sending their agents to infiltrate his perimeter.
Okay, there we have another, some kind of lunatic, but he got what's coming to him.
20.
Oh, I'd be really pissed if Rare Books got what, Beverly? That guy isn't, I'm sorry, he's a total jackass idiot for taking any amount of water loose into a library. Even if it isn't the rare book section, if it's newer books and the water got spilled on it, they'd have to spend the money to replace it. And the way I feel about it, he should have had to pay every single, well, we no longer have pennies, every single nickel to replace any books that got damaged.
1. In a sleepy Pennsylvania suburb, a couple decided that their hot tub wasn't just a place to relax. It was a geopolitical entity. They declared the bubbling water extraterritorial waters and posted official-looking signs around their backyard, warning the Homeowners Association that the tub was now an independent maritime zone. To solidify their claim, they appointed a pink inflatable flamingo as the Minister of Leisure. Every evening, they would launch diplomatic negotiations over mojitos, refusing to acknowledge local noise ordinances because, according to them, maritime law.
No, Janet said he removed every door in his house. Yeah, it could have been worse. He could have been naked in the hot tub.
Applies differently when you're holding a cocktail umbrella. The HOA was less impressed by their diplomatic immunity and more concerned with the late-night karaoke. 22. A man in Kentucky had a very specific vision for his final resting place, and it didn't involve lying down on the job. He demanded to be buried vertically in his front lawn, dressed in full Revolutionary War garb and clutching a flintlock musket. He insisted on facing northeast toward Washington, D.C., because, in his words, the feds need to remember I'm still watching, even from below. The funeral was a spectacle that included cannon fire, live bald eagles, and a preacher who opened the eulogy with, "We are gathered here to honor a man who never paid a parking ticket in his life." It was the most aggressive goodbye the neighborhood had ever seen.
I don't know about other states, but here in Illinois, you have to get special permission. But if you own your property outright, you can
23.
You can be buried on your own property, but you do have to get special permission.
Divorce is usually a messy legal process, but a man in Oklahoma decided to make it a constitutional crisis. He refused to sign his own divorce papers, arguing that marriage is a spiritual contract, not a federal one, and therefore the government had no jurisdiction over his heart. Instead of a signature, he mailed his ex-wife a copy of the Declaration of Independence with his name scrawled under the phrase, "We hold these truths." It was a bold move to quote the Founding Fathers during a breakup, essentially declaring his independence from spousal support. His ex-wife was not amused, but she did appreciate the history lesson. 24.
I'm sure the judge was not amused either.
Truckers.
It goes back to, I think it was David Tennant as the doctor with Billy, I can't think of her last name, the blonde, his companion that, anyways, when they were with Queen Victoria the First, trying to get her to say, "We are not amused."
Are the backbone of the economy, but a group in Kentucky decided they were actually...
Which, by the way, she never said, as far as I could find in reading history.
Foreign diplomats. They formed the United Independent Haulers of Freedom and began referring to their semi-trucks as mobile embassies. They stopped paying traffic tickets entirely, claiming diplomatic immunity from state laws. One driver went so far as to attach a homemade license plate that read, "Ambassador of Hall." While it sounded cool on the CB radio, the state troopers were not convinced that a Peterbilt carrying frozen chickens qualified as sovereign soil. The ambassador quickly learned that immunity doesn't cover speeding in a construction zone. 25.
Thank you, John. I couldn't remember what Billy's last name was. Hauling frozen chickens. This guy should have gotten with the chicken man in the one video we watched.
In the high-stress world of Manhattan, a tech consultant decided the digital survey too far. He went completely silent in protest, refusing to speak a word aloud. Instead, he chose to communicate exclusively in Morse code, tapping out his thoughts on tables, walls, and coffee cups. He tapped out grocery lists, feelings about the weather, and even arguments. His wife tried to be supportive, but living with a human telegraph machine takes a toll. She lasted 6 months before filing for divorce. Naturally, she broke the news to him via SOS, which was the only language he seemed to respect anymore. 26. Commuting is a drag, but a man in Colorado found a way to make it exciting and incredibly dangerous. He installed a homemade zip line from his roof directly into the bed of his pickup truck, claiming it was his God-given right to commute with velocity. It was an engineering marvel and a safety inspector's nightmare. When the city cited him for building unsafe structures, he didn't climb down to discuss it. He screamed mid-zip, "This is what independence sounds like," before crashing violently into his tailgate. He may have bruised his ribs, but he certainly arrived at his vehicle with style. 27. Paying tax.
Well, at least there were only bruised ribs, nothing broken. True, Beverly. Yeah, Morse code is interesting. I had to learn it with when my, middle son was in Boy Scouts. Semaphore flags, yeah. Those are, from what I understand, to try and learn how to do them, are a super pita.
Taxes is painful, but a woman in California decided to make a statement about the economy. She tried to pay her property taxes using monopoly money, insisting that real value is a social construct and at least this has color. She slammed a stack of orange $500 bills onto the counter,
Another sob sit moment.
arguing that the Parker brothers had just as much authority as the Federal Reserve. When the clerk denied her payment, she tossed the fake bills in the air like confetti and screamed, "Capitalism is just cosplay anyway." She was escorted out, leaving the janitor to sweep up her colorful protest against fiscal reality. 28. In Texas, where everything is bigger, a man decided his leaf blower wasn't exciting enough. He rigged it with a bottle of hairspray to create a homemade flamethrower and proudly marched around his backyard yelling, "Second Amendment, baby." It was a terrifying display of ingenuity and recklessness. His neighbors spent the afternoon ducking behind their sheds, and the fire department had to roll up twice in 1 week to investigate the smoke. When questioned by authorities, he simply stated, "The Constitution doesn't say I can't barbecue intruders." He failed to mention that the only thing he was barbecuing was his own fence.
Good luck, John. Let us know how that goes when you try to start learning it. I'm trying to learn the Choctaw Native American language.
29. A woman in Minnesota took her love for the Constitution to a permanent level. She tattooed the entire Bill of Rights down her arm, across her torso, and onto her shin. It was a walking legal document. Every time someone asked her to wear a mask in a store, she would strip down to a bikini right there in the aisle and scream, "Clause 3, Section 1, Gretchen, read it and weep." While her method of debate was unconventional and slightly exposing, she did manage to get a 15% discount at the local tattoo shop. Apparently patriotism pays, but only in ink and awkward stares. 30. A cowboy in Montana decided that the tax code was rigged against the rural lifestyle. He organized his own tax amnesty movement, declaring that bulls don't pay taxes, so neither will I. It was a simple philosophy on economics. When the IRS eventually came knocking to collect what lawyer, he tried to gallop off into the sunset on a cow. Unfortunately, cows are not known for their getaway speed, and the chase ended 20 feet from the barn. It turns out that livestock are not valid legal shields against federal auditing. 1. In Washington state, an grandpa wasn't about to let a traffic camera tell him what to do. He challenged a red light ticket by claiming that colors are monarchic constructs designed to control the masses. He handled a 17-page defense using a goose feather quill and submitted to court in a mason jar. Likely impressed by the sheer art, revoked his license anyway, but encouraged him to keep writing his manifesto, preferably from the safety of his own home. He is now the neighborhood's leading scholar on why stop signs are unconstitutional.
Okay, there's a sob sit for us, for sure.
32. Tax deductions can be tricky, but a Georgia woman thought she found a loophole. She attempted to claim her waffle iron as a dependent on her federal tax return.
What?
The appliance had provided emotional warmth during a time of national uncertainty.
Now on this one, I think that I should be able to claim Crystal and Merlin, that I should try to get them Social Security numbers and claim them on our income tax, because after all, they are our children.
When the IRS denied her claim, she didn't give up. She filed a lawsuit for culinary neglect, bringing her waffle iron into court as Exhibit A. It was still warm, plugged into a battery pack. While the judge didn't grant the deduction, you have to admire the loyalty she shows to appliances. 33. In Wisconsin, a woman decided that her tax dollars came with a title requirement. She refused to pay her taxes unless the IRS addressed her by her self-appointed name, Her Majesty the Duchess of Liberty Pines. She was serious. She even sent them an envelope sealed with mashed potatoes and glitter, stating that it bore the sacred mark of American nobility. The IRS, known for their lack of humor, returned the twice. And then they added interest. It seems the federal government does not recognize potato-based aristocracy, no matter how much glitter you use. 34. A farmer in Iowa decided that his goat deserved better than just a barn. It deserved citizenship. He declared the animal a sovereign citizen of the Free Exchange Republic and printed it a passport on a paper plate. He then tried to use this document to get a discount at Starbucks. Argumentaries drink for free. The barista just blinked twice, looked at the goat chewing on the drive-thru menu, and asked, "Is this a TikTok thing or..." The goat did not get the coffee, but it did eat the passport, which honestly solved the problem.
Wahoo, will you post the picture of the snowman on my Discord channel, please? I tried to build a snowman with our snow. It's too flaky. Not enough moisture in it. Sucks.
35. In the scorching heat of Arizona, a driver decided that vehicle registration was a spiritual prison he could no longer abide.
Oh.
He replaced his state-issued license plate with a jagged wooden plank, hand-painted with the words, "Free being, do not regulate."
Oh, geez.
His argument: numbers are a form of enslavement used by the government to track souls. After getting pulled over for the 14th time, he tried a new legal defense. He insisted he wasn't driving a car. He was embarking on a metaphysical voyage on wheels. The officer was unimpressed by his spiritual journey, mostly because his metaphysical voyage was doing 80 in a school zone with a broken taillight. 36. In Washington, a local election took a turn for the surreal when a woman ran for office on a platform to abolish time zones entirely. Her campaign promise was simple: the sun is for everyone, and clocks are just handcuffs for the human spirit. She plastered the town with posters featuring her slogan, "Freedom doesn't tick," arguing that if she wanted lunch at 9 a.m., that was her liberty. Surprisingly, she didn't get laughed out of the room. She lost, but only by a narrow margin. It seems a lot of voters were also tired of being late for work and wanted to blame the concept of time itself.
Sure, blame the concept of time, which has been around before any human beings, instead of taking responsibility and arriving at places when you should. I was always taught and taught my children, and my children are teaching their children, that if you're not 15 minutes early for work, for the time you're supposed to start work, then you're late. Because that time is, especially in the winter, get off your coat, your boots, put on shoes, put stuff away, and start working when you're supposed to. Don't rob the employer's time, basically, is what I was told. But I do wish they'd stop moving the clocks ahead and moving the clocks back. That is a bunch of bullshit.
37. A woman in Vermont took the trend of home birth to a paranoid extreme by hiking deep into the woods to deliver. Apparently, she believed the doctor's slap was a form of government indoctrination. She live-streamed the entire event to a captivated but horrified audience, cutting the umbilical cord with a...
Exactly. Hi, Marty. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to have you. Are you out of the ditch yet? And has your electricity been restored?
pocket knife engraved with "Don't Tread on Me." She named the baby Liberty Blaze. It was a powerful statement against the system, though Liberty Blaze will likely have a hard time explaining on future passport applications why his place of birth is listed as Coordinate 44 near the Big Pine Tree. 38. In Colorado, a motorist insisted on his constitutional right to drive completely naked because, in his mind,
No, John, not getting set up for work. You get to work 15 minutes early. You don't clock in early. You take care of your personal stuff, get your coffee, go to the bathroom, or whatever drink, and start working at the time that, say, you're supposed to start working at 8:30. You don't start at 8:40 because you got to put your coat away, blah, 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 and you're already clocked in and getting paid for personal things that you should have taken care of before you work.
clothes are a government conspiracy designed to stifle the human spirit. He was cruising down the highway with the windows down when the police inevitably pulled him over. He wasn't cited for speeding, but for traumatizing a family of tourists and their golden retriever in the adjacent lane. When he tried to argue that this was freedom of expression, the officer corrected him. It wasn't freedom of expression, it was freedom to blind. There are some things you simply cannot unsee, and a naked man in a Ford F-150 is definitely one of them.
Marty,
39. In Oregon.
Marty, I am so happy you are home and in your recliner and your power is back on. That had to be a long, warmish. How are your feet doing? I hope you've got blankets wrapped around them and warming them up, because that had to be hell this morning and overnight.
A man decided to settle a dispute over a property line not with lawyers, but with steel. He filed a formal legal motion, claiming that the state had never officially abolished the right to trial by combat. He challenged his neighbor, an 80-year-old retired librarian, to a duel with medieval broadswords in the middle of the cul-de-sac. The judge not only dismissed the case immediately, but noted that while dueling might be a lost art, assault with a deadly weapon is still very much a felony. The man was crushed, mostly because he had already paid the deposit on a rental suit of armor. 40. In North Carolina, a driver refused to pay highway tolls on principle, arguing that are a socialist invention to track the movement of patriot. Instead of paying the $2, he veered off the pavement and drove through the grass next to the toll booths, christening his new path Freedom Lane. His rebellion was short-lived, however, as his sedan immediately bogged down in the wet mud. As the tow truck arrived to pull him out, he leaned out the window and declared, "This is the real road to liberty." It turns out the road to liberty requires four-wheel drive and a membership. 41. A fisherman in Maine refused to register his boat, operating under the belief that the ocean was not man's law. He claimed the Atlantic was...
John, I wasn't talking about your worth ethics specifically. I was talking about worth ethics in general, that so many people of all ages do not follow anymore today. I'm glad you got your Starbucks and Stouffer's and you can stay home. Marty, just relax. And I hope you got a nice big drink of water too, because I know, what was it, about not 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? You said you were running out of water, but you were glad you had an extra pack of smokes. For those of you who don't know why I'm concerned about Marty being home and his electric on, when we were in Debbie F. Cook's chat this morning watching a trial from the past, Marty had been stuck in his car in a ditch at that time for 12 hours. Oh, wow. The wind was that wicked, Marty, that it was rocking your Tahoe? Wow. All right, Wahoo, thanks a lot for stopping by and having some fun with us. We'll see you later.
The sovereign zone where paperwork couldn't reach him. Unfortunately, physics still applied. When his vessel began to due to a hull breach he had repaired with duct tape and a folded American flag, he was forced to abandon ship.
Good,
He
Marty.
swam to shore, shivering and wet, and yelled back at the waves, "The sea has tested me, and I have survived." Registration denied. The Coast Guard was less philosophical about the whole thing and just fined him for the wreckage. 42. A man in Montana took family feuds to a by formally seceding his own relatives, drafted a 2-page constitution on yellow legal paper, and began charging his aunts and uncles $5 for entry visas to attend Thanksgiving dinner. He set up a card table at the front door to process the paperwork. When his cousin arrived carrying a can of store-bought cranberry sauce, he was promptly denied entry under Article 2, which strictly prohibited imported traditions. The cousin ate the cranberry sauce in the car, while the president ate turkey.
This video has maybe 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to be wrapping it up for today. I believe you were sitting for so long you can hardly walk.
Alone, proving that sovereignty can be a very lonely meal. 43. In North Carolina, a tenant built a homemade customs checkpoint at the entrance to his apartment complex using cardboard boxes and traffic cones. He started stopping delivery drivers, demanding they declare all goods before stepping onto his welcome mat. When a confused UPS driver asked what was going on, the man shouted, "My porch is my embassy, and I control the borders." He insisted on inspecting every Amazon box for contraband. The delivery companies didn't argue. They just blacklisted his address. Now, his embassy receives 0 imports, and he has to drive to the depot to pick up his own socks. 44. In Texas, an event organizer tried to host a free speech rodeo, where the main attraction was a bull while screaming opinions into a microphone. The idea was that the turbulence would fuel the passion. It went exactly as poorly as you'd expect. The night ended with a concussion, a fistfight over the moon landing, and one participant being launched into the drywall. As paramedics wheeled him out, he yelled, "I have a right to fly off." It was the only rodeo in history where the injuries were caused by gravity and bad conspiracy theories. 45. In the vast plains of South Dakota, an entrepreneur opened a free speech ranch. The business model was simple. Visitors paid $20 to stand on a hill and scream literally anything they wanted into the empty prairie. Yes, anything. No judgment, just wind. The owner genius to a local reporter. "This is America. You pay me, you scream. That's capitalism and freedom wrapped in one." It was surprisingly therapeutic for the customers. He now sells merchandise, including t-shirts that say, "I yelled at the grass and the grass listened," which is more than most politicians can say. 46. An ambitious man in Alaska sued the state government to declare his backyard an independent nation named Gotopia. He was deadly serious. He designed a flag, opened a passport office for his pet goats, and insisted it was a constitutional republic. He even used tourist admission in the form of hay bales to defend his miniature tanks constructed from old wheelbarrows and spray paint. The court dismissed his case, but not before he tried to grant the judge honorary citizenship. The judge declined, mostly because the passport was made of chewed-up cardboard.
Ooh, yuck.
47. In rural Washington, a homeowner decided that electricity was a trap. He unscrewed every light bulb in his house and replaced them with unscented candles, claiming that Thomas Edison was a deep state psyop designed to steal our night vision. Living like it was 1850 had its drawbacks. after accidentally setting his kitchen curtains on fire while trying to make a midnight sandwich and watching the smoke. Instead of admitting defeat, he declared, "That's just the cost of lighting the path to freedom." His insurance adjuster, however, called it gross negligence and denied the claim. 48. A diner in Nevada demanded that every restaurant staff member address him by his full title, Janitor of Snacks. To complete the look, and wore a sash he had painstakingly made out of glued together tortilla chips. When a weary waiter simply called him "Sir" while refilling his coffee, he was outraged. He stormed out and wrote a scathing Yelp review titled "The Two Tacos," claiming his rank had been. His one-star solution was short-lived, mostly because the started crumbling every time he moved. 49. A man in Ohio decided that biology was just another form of government tyranny. Sued the Department of Motor Vehicles for the right to remove his date of birth from his driver's license, arguing that age mental construct designed to limit his potential. He demanded his ID list his age simply as timeless. He was actually old enough to drive a car. He accused them of chronological discrimination. He now rides a bike. Honestly fits his timeless much better anyway. It is terrifying to realize these people drive on the same as personal. Look at your right now. If you invent a fake constitutional right just to legally torment them, what would it be? Creative answers only. Hit like if you actually pay your taxes and keep your IQ.
Okay, I don't know if John, if you have the link for her show tonight, would you please put that in the chat in case somebody is not a member yet for your channel so that they can find it too. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out and hanging for a couple hours. We got a good lineup this afternoon with Ace's Dumb Criminals and John, then Kitchen Court Chats. So I'll see you all around in another chat. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, providing we don't get a call out. Love ya. Peace. Blessed be.